Dude, are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? Radiated. There's one. Ah, get mogged. I need to figure out why that is echoey. But hello, happy Friday, y'all. It is more for StarCraft on a Friday, on a weekend. It is Brood War. Brood War forever is what I always say. Top side of the Twitch dimension, we have Jared. We've got 4 Prime. We've got NoeL as well here. Crimney's in the house. Savior Sword's here too. Savior Sword is demanding answers, god damn it! We've got, let's see, who else is here? NoeL, I think I already said that. We've got Dan. Savior Sword is grilling me, man. I don't think I'm going to answer your questions. You're being very rude right now. What's up, Crimney? Out on the purple dimension, or the red dimension as well. MH is there too. Sounds good. MH has some plans to watch StarCraft and then take a nap. Excellent. So who do we have here today? I promised you some names. Let's see what names we promised you in the stream title. We've got Rain, Soma, and Snow. Excellent. Wait, that's not right at all. Why is that wrong? Dear stream title, what are we doing here today, and why are we not doing the correct thing? Yeah. Huh. Weird. Let's see if we can update this real quick. Should be Dewalt. Yeah. Speed, Dewalt, and NoeL. I don't understand. We're having weird stuff going on here with Restream.io. It's a pretty good service. It's been solid and everything. But apparently, it's having a hard time with that. Okay. I think we're good now. I think we've got this all taken care of. We're there. We don't have automatic ads on because that's stupid. There's the update. There's the other update, and we're good to go. Okay. Awesome. Good. Was the stream 2 days early, says Dan. Absolutely not. Okay. Nope. Saber Sword, you can't. All right. Let's go. Let's head over to the replays. We're going to go ahead and get speed out here. Got a couple great speed replays sent to me from RJB to get us started here on a Friday. Where's my 2025 folder, folks? There it is. There's the 2025 folder. We've got a speed versus somebody named Jean Sung Mo on Radeon. I don't know who this is, but let's see if we can figure it out together. If RJB couldn't figure it out, we're probably not going to be able to figure it out together, so that's not happening. But it is Radeon. It is a PVT. It is going to be speed. We like speed. Oh, this is yellow versus, like, tan. I don't know if we're red versus blue in it. Yellow and tan are too close together, man. Bottom left, it's speed. Top left, it is this guy whose name is simply Josung Mo. Huh. Doing all right, Jared. Went to the gym. Same thing. I can run for about 2 miles recently. About 2 miles, my calf goes, are you sure? You sure want to keep running? And I'm like, I want to run 3 miles. Can I run 3 miles? And it's like, no, you may not. And, fine. So then I walk the last mile, and I'm sad. But at least I can run 2. So, I don't know. I'm taking what I can get at this point. I'm 43 years old, gosh darn it. I'm an old man. Can't expect to get perfect performance from your body every day. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous expectations to have for one's own calf muscle, which has been hurt for going on 2.5 months now. Good grief. Yeah. Gotta walk 4 Prime. Gotta do it. What's up, the Valen? How's it going? Pie day is tomorrow, says MH. That's exciting. Should get some pie. Should definitely get some pie. Let's get some pie. Solid plan. Ordy says, yeah, it's exactly right. You're over 40. You can die from breathing. I expect to die from breathing one day when I'm 98 years old. Just walking around, enjoying my constitutional. Walking outside, enjoying the weather, breathing, blah, dead. Oh, yeah, you breathed, you died. That's it. That's how life works sometimes. Nexus first, let's go. Nexus first, short rush spawn. Okay, here we go. Can Protoss get away with this? Terran, again, scouting the wrong way. Oh, this is the RNG in StarCraft, folks. This is it. This is the RNG in StarCraft, where you swing down, you go the wrong way, you coin flip, either scout, clockwise or counterclockwise. If you choose wrong, your opponent gets away with an Nexus first, and you die. I know that Artosis once said cross-spawn Nexus first is impossible for a Terran to kill, but I think short rush distance Nexus first is impossible for a Terran to kill. If they don't scout it, if they just go the wrong way, which is exactly what Speed is doing here, man. What's up, level 80? What's up, Tipo? Welcome back, Tipo. Do you have any thoughts on the qualifiers you'd like to share with us? What's up, Chris? Ah, glad you're enjoying my cast, Chris. That's very nice of you to say. Ah, says mine are the best. Well, that's amazing. That is extremely complimentary. I appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by on a live stream. So, he scouts the Nexus first and goes, okay, great. We'll go ahead and expand ourselves now. So at least he has time to react economically. Yeah. So he can get his Nexus down earlier than he normally would. He's not going to be able to punish this. He's sending... Oh, this is nice. He's sending a Marine up here. And another Marine. And another Marine. And maybe... Oh, hold on. Might try to start building a bunker here. These probes are fighting. Zealots. One Zealot on the way. Have any of these probes died yet? No, I haven't. There we go. Now a probe has died. Zealot says acceptable losses. One probe death is fine. Okay, so now Zealot says, I am tinky as all get out. You don't have anywhere to hide, right? You're not home. You don't have a supply depot and a barracks together to hide. Ow. 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 Oh, yeah, bruising him up real nice. There we go. One Marine dies. It's exactly what you want. You want a Marine down. You want to bruise other ones up. Now Dragoons are coming in. And, oh, look at that. Then the probes have an easier job fighting against these Marines if they're already injured severely by the Zealots. So... this is nice. Like, this is great. Out of Speed, I like it a lot, but it's over now. It's not going to kill the Nexus. It's going to... Some lost mining time. Couple probes died there, too. And Terran's going home. So... Ah, glad to hear it, the Valen. Glad you're back in StarCraft. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Co-op StarCraft with your wife sounds like a lot of fun, the Valen. I hope you get to do that. That sounds awesome. Lots of Terran. Where's Paralyze, says Tipo. I don't know. Where is Paralyze? And the best match of the qualifiers was a ZVZ, which is awesome. My gosh, I wish I could get ASL replays. I wish they sent those out, man. I would be so happy for that. Look at this block. Block, 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 block. Good fallback, though, from the Protoss player. Okay, 2 kills on the Dragoon, 2 kills on that Dragoon. This is some fancy micro. Ah. He says that and he loses a Dragoon. So, alright. Fine, I guess. Falling back. Falling back. It's okay. We don't need to win now. We can win later. We're doing fine. Let's see. We're gonna do Speed versus Josu? Josumo. No, Josumo. Spoke. Oh, did that work? It did work. Okay. Something weird was there. Oh, Silent Kami. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember you, Chris / Silent Kami. I've definitely cast one of your games. Awesome. Well, good. Yeah, I mean, again, people's display names and handles on YouTube are different things. Ooh, DT opening. What? I haven't seen a DT drop opening in a PvT in a long time. 7 exclamation marks. Interesting. So, here we go. We got no detection. Absolutely not. There's nothing? Dude doesn't have an engineering bay? Oh, he does have an engineering bay. Oh, it's floating. Okay, it's building a turret. Not anymore, he's not. Oh my gosh. He doesn't have a turret. He doesn't have a ComSat station. He's building turrets now. The DTs are going to town big time. The SCVs are body blocking the DT. They can see it, even though they can't attack it. You think, hey, how come we can see it? Well, because you can see the shimmer on the ground if you're a pro player. Oh, there's a turret up here. That's huge, but the tank gets killed. This turret dies too. Oh, why don't we see more DT openings in PvT? This is awesome. This DT's got 5 kills. This DT's got 4 kills. And can he win this fight? Tanks don't do amazing against DTs. It turns out vultures are better. Vulture's gonna... Oh, no, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the kill. Oh my gosh. Speed is dead. I don't know how Speed recovers from this. Hey, I mean, it's still got 37 SCVs. They pulled to the natural base, which is awesome. They do have a couple turrets up that way, but they don't have anything covering down. Nope. 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 Not that at all. No, he's trying to drag him up here. DT says, no, I've got 7 kills. I don't have 7 kills because I'm an idiot. I'm not going over there where the vulture is. I'm going to sit back here, deny all of your mining. Holy cow. What's up, Tom? What's up, Vincent? This is spider mines. Oh, he killed a spider mine. Oh, he kills another spider mine. Takes no damage. Okay, spider mine finally takes him down. Playing with fire there. That one takes a hit. This guy's got 8 kills, though. This one has 11. And finally, I think spider mines are going to clear this out. Oh, he was going to save it with the shuttle. Couldn't do it. Oh, dodged. No, tried to do another dodge, couldn't get it. Tried to get the pickup, couldn't do it, and now it's over. Oh, 39 to 36 workers back home. Holy cow. Holy smokes. That was awesome. What's up, Jericho? No, a little bit earlier on the live games today. Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. You got it. J. Jonah Jameson, I'm here for you, dude. So here's the problem. We didn't get a third base behind this. I would have loved to see an expansion. These vultures are like, wait. There's not an expansion? We're going to drop. Wow. And no cannons inside the natural. Dragoons in position, kind of, sort of. All right. Now probes are dying. Vultures are really good at killing probes. Okay, these Dragoons inside this mineral land are going to shut that down very, very well. All right. Vulture, 2 kills, 3 kills, dead. And to try to get the guys on gas, I guess that sounds fine. Sure. Why not do that? Okay, more probes, dude. This is good. All right, this is great. This is what we're talking about. Look at this third base over here by the Terran player. Remember when I was like, how will Speed ever recover from this? You know how he's going to recover from it? By getting a third base before the Protoss player does. Wait, no. Nexus getting started now. It's still, this is still further along than that. Yep, it is. Further along. But still, getting a third base at the same time as the Protoss is pretty awesome for Speed. And he's got 47 SCVs, and he just killed a bunch of probes. You know, as damaging as that DT drop was, it did kill at least 2 tanks. It did kill at least 4 or 5 SCVs. And a couple vultures. It wasn't the greatest drop of all time. And Speed's doing all right. Holy, Arbiter follow-up? Okay, all right. This is why his third base was late. He did DTs into Arbiters. This is pretty fast Arbiter. I haven't seen 2-base Arbiter in a long time. Dragoons. Trying to... He's like, can I fire on this bunker without it firing on me? Can I find the position, please? There it is. There's one. All right, sounds good. Save your sword. I figure it'll take a while. Now he's got Cloak. My messages aren't showing, says Jericho. Am I banned or what? I don't know. I see you say Adun Toridas. I saw you say live games in 2 hours, and I said probably earlier than that. And now I see you say my messages aren't shown. Am I banned or what? I don't know what to tell you, Jericho. No. You're there, man. So I love the sneaky base over that way. Orb Goblin! What's up, Orb Goblin?
The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses.
Justice for Bimmy.
Justice for Bimmy. So you're saying, Tipo, that the Terran has fewer scans available when the Arbiter shows up because, well, they use them on the DTs. Hey, look what we found. Oh, citizen's arrest. Got him. Got him. You can re-land it now. It's okay. Oh, there's more Dragoons coming. He knows. He knows what's happening. What's up, Propovedinka? Yeah, it'll be nice when we actually do get justice for Bimmy. Ordy, it'll be nice. What's up, Psychonauts? Or Goblin says, I could give you context, but maybe that's not a good idea. Alright, man. So 4 basing Protoss. Was a 3 basing Terran for a minute, and then he completely lost it. This command center's over here. Like, he was down here, and he ran away from Dragoons, and now he continued to run away from Dragoons, and now he's over here. This CC is dead. This is a weird, weird, weird game, man. I can see why RJB sent this one in. The DT opening, the fast Arbiter, the 3rd base that is over here now. Protoss expanding again. SCV sees that. And this is just contained. He's just like, look, what if I don't give you... Is he going to recall in here? Wow, that was really deep to get a stasis off, and you lost the Arbiter. Okay, I mean, double stasis is nice, but don't lose the Arbiter for it. He could have come here and not gotten shot by this turret and probably wouldn't have died, but all right, I guess. I guess. Okay, Psystorm jump in. That's another really nice stasis here from Josung. Tank going down. These guys are going to come out of stasis in just a couple seconds here. There's a window to get this thing done. You can't stasis stuff, you know, you can't storm stuff in stasis. As it turns out, my favorite superhero is, oh, probably the Batman. How about you? And, okay, now stuff comes out of stasis. Everything dies. Like I said, tiny window to get stuff done there. Okay, new 3rd base. Oh, building a base down here. These SCVs have been hiding out down here for like 3 or 4 minutes. Now they're building it there. Recall. Let's go. Get it. Got it. Yeah, yeah. Big recall in on the 3rd base. Oof, Psystorm happening. Zealot trying to go top of those tanks. Kind of blocked behind their own Dragoon buddies there. Dragoons. Oh, Psystorm and the SCVs at the same time. Oh, thank you very much, SCV count. Down to 48 to 69 probes. Why? Man, I feel like every game that we've cast, every PvT we've cast in the last 2 days has been Terran just fighting for their lives here. Economically getting murdered. Yeah, and now I don't know what we're doing. Nice cannon setup defending against these vultures. It's 140 to 119 supply. The economy's so much bigger for the Protoss. This base is barely working for speed. Speed's getting dropped. He's getting DTs. He's getting recalled on top of. See, that's why I like Batman. There you go. Right. YH likes Batman for the same reason. Yeah, that's why it's hard to write Superman, right? TGIF Dev, what's up, Just? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Superman is hard to write for because if you write a smart Superman, it's really hard to beat him. He's got 1,000 different powers. And you have to make him stupid a lot of the time to make him actually a threat. It's fun that way. Arbiter coming down the left side. Another recall into the third. Same location. Beautiful recall in on top of these tanks. Tank down, tanks down. Storm on the Goliath. Zealot inside the mineral line. All the tanks here are dead. The vultures need to save the day. Another storm on the SCVs. I don't think I've seen speed get bullied by like this in a long time. Look at this. This third base is bereft. There are 2 SCVs here. It's going to get cleaned up, but it's 74 to 35 workers now. These have been really good recalls. Shuts down this base too. Speed is dead. Speed is dead. That's it. That's all there is to it. I mean, counterattacking. Here goes Speed. His chance to get his pound of flesh in revenge. Crimney's on a 3-stream streak. Let's go. What's up, Wander? I think you're right. If he can nuke every one of the Protoss's bases, he can win this game. He's going to kill on Nexus. Hats off, bro. But it's 170 to 117 supply. Look at all this. It's like, hey, man, you can have that Nexus, but if you try to come over here, you're going to get jumped on. You're absolutely going to get jumped on. Hey, Orb Goblin made it into the Discord server. Let's go, Orb Goblin. Nice. Very nice. Bit of a poke down this way. I don't know. I mean, look. Where's Ganon been? Seriously. Ganon hasn't shown up these last 2 days when Protoss has been crushing the spirit out of Terran in every single one of these games. He usually shows up and says, man, Terran is OP. Screw those guys. My Protoss loses all the time. Not these 2 days. Not at all. What's up, Ansem? What's up, Goats? Orb Goblin says that's not me. What the? Somebody's pretending to be Orb Goblin on Discord. Oh, but also, Orb Goblin is, in fact, a goblin. So I'm just going to assume this is Orb Goblin, and he's just saying he's not for goblin purposes. Wait, no, although whoever joined it is a channel member. Is that another recall back here? It is. Another recall at the third base. Where else would it be? Yeah. Yep. I'm just never getting a fourth base. Never allowed to do anything fun as Terran. Just stuck on this 26. 26. Oh, someone else just joined the Discord server. Who's this? Ah, Valen did. What's up, Valen? Clears it out again. But long term, I just don't know what we're doing here. As a Terran, what's the answer, Speed? 27 SCVs. 27! Definitely pizza, YH. Maybe it auto-joined because of Patreon. Wait, did you become a patron? What is that? Dang it, Orb Goblin! Where's my emails? Did I get an email? Oh! Oh! Oh, yes! It sounds like that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. Man. That's it. That's it, the Orb Goblins. Back, hey! Okay, how many times... The command center dies. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Speed is refusing to defend this third base. It has been recalled on 4 times. 4 times! And every time, like, 15 SCVs die, and this command center died this time, and tanks get murdered. The Terran's getting murdered, 4 Prime. Avert your eyes. This is not appropriate for people of your age. Good grief. I mean, Speed's got a new base up, but this one's dead. 32 SCVs at 22 minutes is just like, what happened to you? Well, you got recalled 5,000 times. Okay. Gotta do something here. Tanks are unsieged and fighting. That's never fun. You know, we'll talk about patrons after this game. We got a couple new ones while I was streaming. That's exciting. Orb Goblin was one. Goat's gonna face off against Savior Sword in a grudge match. Let's go, Goat. And again, congratulations. You can kill this Nexus. You are a hero among Terrans. But he doesn't care. Josung doesn't care. Look, he's counterattacking down to this base that's undefended. There's nothing to... Speed. Speed. Oh my gosh. All right. If Speed wins this, it's going to be like the greatest comeback in the history of TVP. Oh, the Spider-Man connection there was... Oh, another one. Oh my gosh, those tanks, there were like 10 tanks and now there's 3. I don't know how he expects to win this game, but I mean, hats off to Speed for not just quitting there. I would have quit like 10 minutes ago. Of course, I would have died to the first 2 Dragoons, but you know. Speed. You gonna recall on this? No, probably got EMP'd. Not gonna do that, but you know, problem anyway. No, no recall, unfortunately. I mean, this base has been recalled 6 times already. Look, he says, who needs to recall? I'm just gonna run Zealots into the base. You can't handle this many Zealots. And Speed's like, you're right, I can't. And all of the SCVs run out of there. So Speed is like, aha! Oh, Zealot bombs, huh? That's what we're doing now? Zealot bombs? Really? I thought we were friends. Nice D-Matrix. Hang on. Hang on. He's saving it here. It's not the biggest tank army of all time, but he might get this Nexus. 65 supply of Speed. 65. Jericho, did you figure out how come you couldn't see your messages? What's up, Warrior MC? Happy Friday. The 3 tank attack up here really feels like Josung should be able to handle it. And he's like, do I really have to do something here? Do I really have to bring something up here to save this? Fine. I guess I have some gateways up here too. Jericho's in Romania, YH. He does super chats in Romanian currency called Lions. It's really cool. Canada and America should have cooler sounding currencies. Lion is way better than anything we've got going. Way better than a toonie or like a dollar. Dollar is boring. Honestly, I have not seen... I've cast a lot of Speed. I have not seen speed this handled in a TVP in my life by someone. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Snow or Stork. Stork loves Arbiters. Maybe it's Stork bullying him. Got his third base back. He's got his fifth base back. He's at 20 SCVs. And look, he's killed a lot of probes. It's only 42 probes. That's true. But this base is fine. This base is up now. This base is not even attempted to come back. And he does. Yeah, okay. Oh, I have not seen recalls be this effective in a PvT in a very long time. So it's double the supply here in favor of the Protoss, which again, I don't know who this is. YH says we have loonies. Right. Loonies sound less interesting than lions do too. Alright, look. He's got a little tank set up over here. Might end up killing this Nexus as well. It's very nice. He's got 18 SCVs. He's got... Okay, remember when I was saying TVZs? That if you bring a Terran down to sub 20 workers with your muta harass in the first 10 minutes, they'll leave. This is sub 20 workers at the 27-minute mark. He didn't kill this Nexus. He didn't kill this Nexus. He's mining from the third, and that's it right now. The worst, the most dangerous third base in the history of third bases. Yeah, Criminy, that would be super fun. We can call it American Eagles. I'm just out of things to say about this game. I appreciate that this 50 supply 18 SCV Terran player is trying to win here. It's not happening. Oh my. And appropriately, he dies because he gets recalled at the third base again. I've never seen a single base in a PvT get recalled as many times as this one. This one got recalled a hajillion times. A hajillion times. Oh. All right. Well, speed, huh?
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Thanks for the follow. Who do we got out there on the follow today? It is TinU40K. I feel like we've seen you before. Is that a new follow? Did I stay indoors today? What's up, Nutty Deku? Happy Friday. All right, all right. Quick shout outs here. We're gonna, defend against recalls, I guess. Like, the way you defend against recall speed is you have an EMP Arbiter or EMP Science Vessel ready to EMP the Arbiters when they come into your base. If you don't have that, it's really hard to shut it down. I just don't know why he wasn't doing that. No, actually, YH, I went and got my car emissions inspected and re-registered and went to the gym. I went outside sort of twice today, almost. Sort of twice today, almost. Okay, good. It did pass emissions, yes. Okay, we got 2 new patrons in the space of like 5 minutes while I was streaming, like half an hour ago. So we had somebody become a 1080 per year member. So thanks for doing that. I'm not going to dox you by saying your real name. And we had another person become a $5 a month member. Yeah, there you go. So thank you. I'm not sure which one was Orb Goblin, because I don't know what your real name is, man, and I'm not going to dox you like I said. So thank you for the support out on patreon.com/falconpaladin on a monthly basis. Appreciate you all, y'all, who are out there. Yeah, good old Toyotas. Good old Toyotas. Indeed. Okay, check out Falcon Paladin Plays. This has been, I feel like it's been a scattered stream today on a Friday, but anywho. Okay. Okay. You want to watch Speed in another PvT? I kind of do. I kind of really do. Let's go. Yeah, whoever that Josung guy is, it's got to be somebody we know. Like, nobody's going to make Speed look that embarrassed. Nobody's going to do that. Unless we know who they are. Gallon, thanks for the 100 bits, man. Go Team Purple. Top left. Let's go. Yeah, orange and brown. That sounds good. Orange, Speed. Bottom right, Airfou, who is a Protoss, a Toyota. You see that lady that sued? You see that story? Here, I'm going to show you something. Yeah. There was an April 2001 sales contest. Was it a Hooters waitress? You got your joke from that. Well, there's the story. Anybody doesn't know what the Toyota story is. New prediction going up. It's Metropolis. I like this map. I've decided over the many times I've cast on it. It is a map that I enjoy. So, I just need a new mouse. I am getting... It's not registering clicks. Sometimes it registers a double click. Sometimes it registered I lifted the click before I lifted the click. Super annoying. I mean, it was like a $10 mouse off of Amazon, so I can do better than that, right? Maybe, possibly. Oh, I guess we could add the Patreon to the YouTube support here, too. So it's $1 a month for the 1080 per year-ish, and then it's $5 a month from whoever the other person was. So that's 5 plus 1, so 6. So 102, 102, 102, we'll go 103 on the YouTube for the week. Awesome. Great. All right, both goals updated. Awesome. And a possum. So yeah, Orb Goblin says he was added to the Discord server by default when he joined Patreon, which is weird because he says he doesn't have a Patreon account. I think my next car will be an EV. No, probably not. But maybe. Catch you later, Dev. Hope you don't have any cavities at the dentist. So Prob dies, gets the scout. Again, hiding a pylon up here is pretty sneaky, but obviously Speed knows what's going on there. He's not going to allow it. And it's an old gate into an expanse. So no Nexus first this time. Oh, I forgot. That last game started with a Nexus first. That Speed wasn't able to punish. Oh, that probably had something to do with it, as the Zealot's here to fight. Right. Nexus first. If you get away with it, it can really, really help you against any Terran player, even if it's speed. I totally forgot about that. I'm wondering why if Canada or America, well, America won't do that, but maybe Canada one day would outlaw internal combustion engine vehicles. Right? I could see it happening in our lifetimes. You have to buy an EV for environmental purposes. And if there's a, you know, traditional... Oh.
Jared donated $5. Hey Mr. Paladin, I just want to thank you. I know you probably don't think about when you remember something stupid someone tells you or when you reply to a comment on an 11-year-old video, but it means something to me, so thanks.
Oh, did you leave a comment on one of my 11-year-old videos? Yeah, when I get those, I see them, because I see every comment anybody ever leaves, because they chronologically come in, no matter when the video was posted. It's the comments are chronological. And if it's something I think I should respond to, I will. But yeah, that was... People do that sometimes. Oh, there you go. SS1 Mega says California will put a ban on new gas vehicles in 2035. Right. So that's the thing, though, is you can put a ban on new gas vehicles, and eventually all the gas vehicles will, you know, fall apart, and all you'll have left are EVs. I think that's different than outlawing existing gas vehicles, which is a more radical, you know, more intense way to try to deal with the environmental issue, which I could see. Yeah, MH has been around since 2020. Yeah, no, I know, Tipo. I wasn't expecting anything awesome. I just wanted to post it, partially because I do post mostly Artosis wins on the channel, and we needed a loss to balance it out. And two, I just, you know, it's good to highlight how good these pros are compared to how good us mortals are. Did you appreciate my use of the Simpsons meme in the video too? I don't do that ever. But for Tipo, I was like, I can make this work. There we go. Pylon up. But I love this push out from speed. Look at this. 1 tank, 3 Marines. There's nothing to defend this? Yeah, no, definitely not. Dragoons are like, ah! We thought he'd come in the front door. 2 Zealots, 3 Dragoons is pretty scary here. This tank might just die. Yeah, he knows. He's going to run. Bye! Didn't get any kills here. Delay the expansion maybe just a little bit. But nothing too crazy for the Protoss. Yo, you wanted... Oh. Ow, Tipo. That is fair. Sometimes I need a little more direction, it would seem, in that situation. All right, third base Protoss, looking good. Pylons here in case drops show up in this area. Again, huge base, good for dropping, very scary. Same thing down this way. Gonna build a turret up here, put a tank here, cover that area. Not covering this area very well, though, I gotta say. Obs get sniped out and scanned. Forward bunker gets knocked down. Don't need that anymore. I'm just concerned. Both players have big dark spaces in their mains that they're not keeping an eye on at all. Airfou, poking, prodding, delaying. Right, that's a big part of this, is the delay. Yeah, good old Helm's Deep. Walled off against vulture attacks here at the third. All right, so what's the tech? We got, okay, Arbiters. It's going to be Arbiter. Oh, no. Speed's going to get Arbitered again. He's going to get recalled. Please tell me his defenses are a little bit better this time, because, wow. Let's see if his third base is actually going to have, you know, turrets and whatnot and everything else. Try to stay alive, Speed. That is a fair point, Tipo. Tyson, a fellow old man like Jaedong, been around forever. Third base. No, this is a third base. Engineering base, not a third base. But a command center is. I was a little bit confused by that for a minute. So yeah, now we're putting some stuff up in this area in case we get dropped. That's been covered for a while. This seems like a really solid... Unload some DTs in here. Get inside the main base shenaniganry. But... I mean, ComStats are here. We've got science facility. We're making science vessels. DT stuff is a lot less effective when the Terrans got science vessels out, obviously. Hey, what's up, Joy? Expanding down this way, bottom left. All right, so Speed's in a much better position here to start the game. He didn't get Nexus firsted. He hasn't lost everything at his third base yet either, right? He's got 61 SCVs. He's pushing out. He's got a great tank count with +1 attack. He's 3 basing it. Protoss is trying to get a 4th down this left side. And got a 5th up the top right side here too. Dragoons are maybe going to try to hold this. Protoss is sharking around trying to engage with this. But no, Speed just kind of falls back. Speed's like, you know, don't like what I'm seeing here. Ooh, what do I want for an ASL finals of these options? I mean, man, Jaedong versus Flash would be the greatest. That's the one I would prefer, Tipo. Okay, top right base in trouble now, but reinforcing dudes showing up here, waiting for the obs. I imagine this is a waiting. Nope. Waiting for a Zealot. Just eating the spider mines. Okay, fair enough. Zealots ate the spider mines. Tank's going to die. Vulture's getting up. Dragoons covering that. So still 72 probes. Cleans it up. Nicely done. Okay, Airfou holding on this 5-base setup here against a 3-basing Terran. And, again, fell back for some reason. I don't know what he's worried about. Speed was marching up to this base in force, and then he said, I don't like it. I don't like what I'm seeing here. That's interesting, Jericho. Yeah, I totally learned about King Leopold in the Congo. Although I think that was in college. I think I learned about the colonization of Africa in one of my history classes at university. I don't know if we learned about it as much in high school. It's a big, complicated subject, though. There's a lot to talk about. EMP on the way. Good anti-arbiter tech, as always. Recall's coming in here, too. It's true. It's true, Orb Goblin. Only so many kids are really interested in history. I think a good teacher helps a lot. A good teacher who's teaching history can really make it an interesting topic, but that's the same for any topic, right? Good teachers can make any topic interesting. Bad teachers can make any topic boring. What's complicated about it? I don't mean complicated like colonization was good, actually. I mean complicated like there are 150 countries in Africa, and all of them kind of have their own history and their own colonization stories and their own independence stories, and it's just a lot of information to learn and to process and to go over. It's a lot. So I don't know, speed. He's down 50 supply. He's going to get recalled on real good right here. Where's your EMP? Where's the EMP? Speed. It is Groundhog Day today. Another huge recall at the third. This one's not as damaging. I think he was able to clean it out pretty effectively. Lost some tanks, but everything in this drop died. I'm not sure any SCVs died. So, all right. That drop was defended pretty effectively, speed. Eric has some thoughts about the ASL. Oh, so does Tipo all the way around. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting any of those things, you guys, but it would be nice. It would really be nice. YH says, the history of World War II is not accurate. All right, tell us something we learned in high school about World War II that's not accurate. YH, let's get some misconceptions cleaned up. Another base coming in for the Protoss. So even though that recall didn't do a lot, I mean, he's still up 50 supply on speed. Stream hiccuping a little bit, but nothing too bad that I can see. .40 supply lead from the Protoss. Stasis, yes, Stasis is his enemy. Gets out of there, does not die, doesn't catch an EMP either. Great Stasis, keeping that science vessel out of there. Yes, Eric. And, I just don't know that Speed's going to be able to do it. I agree. This is a really important moment for Speed. He needs to make an attack happen. He needs to take another base. He's not doing that. This is such a good engagement out of the Protoss. This Zella count is still real hefty. He's into the second line of tanks here. Pulls back a little bit, but just makes it so that Speed doesn't feel like he can move. He can't. Is this Vultures killing a Nexus? It is. There are some Vultures killing a Nexus down here, which seems savable, but I'm not sure that it really matters. Yeah, that's going to be a cancel right about now. I don't think that was a cancel. Ow. That might have been a kill. Not much, Tipo. Not really much of a difference there. They're pretty much the same thing. I should probably get rid of one of them. But sometimes people just want a player and they don't care what the matchup is or what the map is or anything. That's kind of what player is. And then the other one is a very specific matchup maybe you want. Is he taking the center? He is taking the center. Terrans think they can win these maps by taking the center. I disagree. Just take a regular base, you guys. Honestly. Ah, it's a great storm on those Vultures. EMP does get tossed down and fallen back. All right, so Speed's in a pretty solid position, right? He's not 50 supply down anymore. He's only 12 supply, which is awesome in a PvT. That is not even down at all. And he's taking the center, which has stacked minerals and a bunch of gas. And he's got a command center here. He's mining from it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Protoss got to fall back. Okay, so this is the best I felt about Speed today. That whole last game he was on his back foot, and this game he's been on his back foot, but now he's looking fine. 184 supply. He's got +3 attack. There haven't been any other recalls from Airfou. Like, come on, man. Recall this base. Easy. Easy done. I know there's a science vessel sitting here, but from the south, that can get done. That is easily done. Yeah, Protoss is just kind of dwindling in advantage here. He's trying to expand 12 o'clock to make up for it. This base has not come back. Oh, the Arbiter gets scouted by this Vulture. That's huge. Can he sneak it up the left side? Again, that got seen. Whether or not Speed saw it, I don't know, but it was on his screen for a second. Is this Science Vessel repositioning? No, definitely not. And yeah, total recall. Easy. EMP not even attempted there. EMP now. No, D-Matrix on a tank. Good SCV pull, though. Speed is not losing his entire worker count. Well, he lost some of them there on that storm. Fair enough. He's not going to lose the command center either. So, again, these are recalls on a base, but he's handling the first two way better than he handled the ones in the last game against mysterious Protoss player who I've never heard of. Now he's on a rampage. Okay, so now he's on a rampage. Let's go. His bottom left base does have gateways just for this purpose, so he can make reinforcements and defenses at the base when it gets assaulted by these siege tanks and vultures that were surely coming eventually. So yeah, I think Speed can win this game from here. Is he going to recall reinforcements in? Good storms from the high ground. High Templar dies for it. Is he just... I mean, the cloak... Providing cloak... Oh, look at this dance. Science Vessel's like, you don't want to come over here. I'm going to EMP you. Like, I don't have enough energy for a recall. I could do a stasis, but if I get too close, I'll get EMP'd. He's trying to sneak up this left side. What's up, Albatross? And, okay, so he recalls high ground to Storm and Dragoon and sends some Zealots over here to shut this attack down. Reinforcing Vultures do show up. Dragoon count is not very good. Psystorm at the bottom of the ramp. We'll keep the Terran out of here. Reinforcing Terran is coming to join this party, though. Kadaran Amulet on the way. More Arbiters in production from Airfou. High Templar getting sniped. Vultures dying for it. Fair trades every time. Super fair trades here. Leftover broccoli cheese soup, man. I could eat that every day. Well, probably not every day, but I'm not sick of it yet. It was so good. I had to, like, slow myself down. I was just like, I was like, oh, I must savor it. I must savor the broccoli cheese soup. It is too good to scarf down in 3 minutes. Come on. Terran, get a win for the first game in 2 days. You know you want to. Another Arbiter sneaks in from behind Falcon into the main, whatever base this is. I mean, the good news is this base is alive. There's a bit of a push that could probably just wander up here and start killing it, but he's busy elsewhere, so that's not happening. Recalls on top of all of the tanks. Oh, the tank shots on all those clumped up Dragoons are really effective. Zealots coming down the ramp. Can they save this tank position? Science Vessel comes in a little bit too late. The reinforcements get it done. Nice EMP on those Arbiters anyway. Brrr. Nice job, Orb Goblin. Generally, I mean, I don't have to know YH, but I often do. And this Nexus goes down. Okay. All right. Yeah, again, I think Speed's okay. Airfou's got an ill-fated attempt to try to take center away from Speed, and Speed's like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. Nice try, suckers. There are 15 Terrans in the ASL. I think we'll be fine as Terran fans. Yeah, you're right. I think you will. Arbiter sniped out of there. Good grief. No, I eat when there are other people around. When my kids are here, we have a family dinner, and phones are not allowed at the table. And when I'm at my parents' house, same thing. Eat together. If there's people to talk to, sure. But if I'm alone, then yeah, what's the point of just staring at nothing? Might as well watch a YouTube video in the process. 189 to 179 supply. Yeah, I think this is just Speed's game to lose from this point. He's got control of the center. He's wiped out the control of the base down here and down here for the Protoss Airfou. This base really should be dead. I'm not sure why it's not dead. I'm not sure that 6 Dragoons is enough to save it from a really solid meching army. Another Arbiter comes down. Arbiters, the answer to all of life's problems by Protoss, unless they get EMP'd. And now Speed on the offensive, really deep into Protoss territory for the first time in a while. There's the recall. Okay, so he recalls a potentially defensive army away from his own front door to wipe out this attack and force a liftoff on this command center and maybe even kill the CC with the remaining Dragoons that he has. He's got 3 of them. They have +3 attack. The command center didn't start running until it was probably too late. And now, can they get it burning is the question. Setting up to push here or here, maybe? This is a crazy, crazy TVP. I like lasagna a lot, YH. The thing is, I think lasagna is a lot harder to prepare than pizza is. Or a cheeseburger. That's part of the issue. I think with maybe its lack of popularity. Okay, siege tanks now working on this base. Like I said, I don't think Airfou has enough to save it. The mischance... Oh, that tank lives because of... Well, no mischance, basically. Got lucky on that RNG. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Coming in. Another Nexus going to go down. EMPs, the Arbiter. No stasis, no recall here. Storm, only 1 storm. Tanks are fine. This base is in a lot of trouble. Another recall to try to save the 12 o'clock Nexus, and he does. He does save the 12 o'clock Nexus, but the bottom left is bereft of Protoss. The 6 o'clock has no Protoss either. He's really only got these 2 bases mining. This base is dead. The stutter stepping unsieged siege tanks is a Chad move from Terran Speed here. Stasis. I don't know if you wanted to stasis those tanks. I think you wanted them to die, but... Okay, well, nothing dies anyway. Maybe not. How do I feel about ASL not allowing Effort to join up because he missed the sign-in window? I don't know. I'm a big fan of actions have consequences. I think Effort's a big boy. He can figure out responsible things he needs to do to sign up for ASL. Nice recall. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, 12 o'clock base lives. Top right base lives. Center, how long does it take to get mined out? It's pretty close now, actually. Pretty close to mining out now. I know those are stacked minerals, but they appear to be getting run down. About 40 minerals on those suckers. Okay, back at the 12 o'clock. Gonna shut this thing down as well. 3 Arbiters coming over, though. 141, 132 supply. Speeds up in supply. Look at the supply. Look at it and be afraid. Protoss fans, finally, a Terran gets a win. Okay, Nexus down, and yeah, see, these minerals are already gone. So these ones are gone soon, and I'm not sure how much it matters, because there's not a lot of gas there anyway, and losing this base, Speed got what he wanted out of this. I don't think it really matters that he loses it. The SCVs dying is kind of a problem, but there's 22 probes and 42 SCVs. So this is a complete reversal of the last game, where Speed's economy was brutal, and the Protoss was fine. Now both players are pretty hurt, but Speed's up. Right? 38 SCVs is not great unless you see the Protoss as 22. In which case, oh, God, it's another good stasis, though. I was like, man, Protoss is dead. But the stasis, though, and the Storms, though. No, hang on. These SCVs are not safe up here. Speed! Speed! I don't think they're safe up here. They're Zealots. No, Speed! Speed! Oh, the SCVs thought they were going to be safe up in this spot. They're not, and suddenly it's sub-20 SCVs again. For Speed, no. No, Speed. And the command center's going to die to Zealots. He doesn't even lit. And Airfou gets the RJB know that he sent me 8 separate PVTs in a row that resulted in Terrans losing? Does he know? Does he know? Dude, this Protoss had nothing going for him. He had this base mining. This one was barely back. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have the center. He barely has anything to work with right now. But because Speed sent 20 of his SCVs up into this base, assuming it'd be safe, and they all died, he tapped out. And lost that command center too. Holy cow. What a brutal, brutal day it is for Terrans. Just like yesterday. The exact same thing. I mean, I would say, root for Terrans, vote for Terrans. They got to get one of these eventually. But so far, no. No, they don't have to get one of these eventually, as it turns out. Holy smokes. Yeah, that outspend is good. Not as good as the last game, but good enough to get the win. And again, the Arbiters, man. More Arbiters. Wow. All right, we'll do one more TVZ or TVP because well, we got to keep it up, I guess. It's going to be Dewalt. Oh, StarCraft is lagging out. Hold on a second. Check out the merch, though, at falconpaladin.store. Got good stuff out there. Hats, t-shirts, stickers, all sorts of great stuff. Okay. Oh, wait. No. I got to do another TVP. Must do it. Let's do NoeL. Oh, NoeL and Dewalt is really fun. Let's do that. Let's do NoeL versus Dewalt. Yeah. NoeL, one of the up-and-coming Korean players, Korean Terran players. And Dewalt, maybe the best foreigner player in the world who plays Protoss. So, NoeL T, Dewalt P. So bottom right of Polypoid, it is NoeL. Bottom left, it is Dewalt. Now, pretty even match, I gotta say, right? Because Dewalt's pretty good against kind of lower to mid-tier Koreans. He'll get smushed by anybody who finishes in like the top 16 of ASL, but outside of that, I think Dewalt can hang. And then NoeL's someone who's trying to get into that group of top 16 in ASL, but he's not there either. 4Prime's like, please, can we get a Terran win? No, do not have any more speed. Well, that's a lie. I definitely have more speed. It's just a matter of, do we have any speed in the place I'm grabbing replays from today? And the answer is probably not. That's okay. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Ready to serve, my lord, in your name. For the king, defending your honor.
Deo gratias.
Deo gracias. As per usual. TVT is the worst matchup in StarCraft 1 and 2. I really think, personally, that TVT has been solved in Brood War. Drops. It's pretty simple, but that's it. Like, TVT with constant dropping is so much more exciting than TVT without dropping. Like, Terrans these days will get 7, 8, 9, 10 drop ships, drop on expansions, drop on the enemy main, right? Drop everywhere, and that way there's no sitting around, there's no looking at tank lines, nothing like that. It's great. You should try TVTs again. Yeah, I know that one, MH. Hey, what's up, NT Crasher 8164? Hello, hello, hello to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And even in TVT and StarCraft 2, I gotta say, the early game in TVT is interesting and crazy varied. Like, early game PvZ, you know what's going to be. Going to be some Adepts. Going to be an Oracle, probably, right? Going to be some harassment. Maybe some Ling pressure. TVZ is going to be, you know, a little bit of Hellion stuff and a Reaper, yada yada. But TVT openings are like, there could be a Thor out there.
Zero Terran Sympathy donated $5. 15 of us are in ASL 21. We do not require anyone's sympathy. Let our losing streak continue.
Whoa, wow. Zero Terran Sympathy. Thanks for the $5 over a PayPal at falconpaladin@gmail.com. There are 15 of us in ASL. Yeah, because the map pool was designed to be Terran favored. So fair enough. Okay, so not a Nexus first. SCV comes in, sees what's your expansion timing. Yeah, so TVT openings in StarCraft 2, you will have Marines, Marauders, Banshees, Liberators, Thors, Widowmines, Hellions, Hellbats. Like, everything in the tech tree is available in the first opening salvo of TVT except for battle cruisers, because they take forever to build and they're deep in the tech tree. But I've seen tanks out there. Like, what's your enemy Terran player going to show up to your base with on their first attack? No idea. It is so varied. It's very fun. So in that way, TVT in StarCraft 2 is kind of interesting. Is that zero empathy from Terran? It's zero empathy, sympathy for Terran. Says we don't need it. Yeah, says we don't need it. So don't give us empathy. And basically what it's saying, Joy. Dragoons parking themselves out front, being annoying as always. Hey, what's up? The empty voice. And we got our ranged Dragoons. We're doing what we do. So we haven't seen this in a while, right? We haven't seen a Protoss go for that range upgrade fast and actually get it. And the Terran go for the expand into the bunker, into the factory later, so that they don't have the ability to stop this when it's happening. Not something we've seen very much. Oh, they didn't use all the maps in the qualifiers. Interesting, Tipo. I did not notice that. They should bring back circuit breakers if they want to help Terrans. That was a really good map for Terran back in the day, too. So there's your Reaver stuff. Quelle surprise. Although we didn't see Reavers in the last two games. We saw Arbiters instead. So, huh. Come on, Terran. You can do it. Oh, good stuff, Empty Voice. Glad you're watching the StarCraft 2 stuff. Not many people are doing that these days, can tell you that much. Reaver shenaniganry. Don't mind me. Just, oh gosh, gonna lose the shuttle. All right, Reaver effectiveness just knocked down by about 40%. Dragoons charge in, try to wipe out the tank in the natural. They're gonna get it, but at what cost? Dragoons marching in, avoiding the bunker. Dude, 3 of them made it into the main base with the Reaver. They're trying to cover it. Zealot here too. SCVs are dying. Oh, Terran, NoeL. Dewalt is here. He's like, where's my shuttle? Without my shuttle, this is really hard to micro this thing on purpose. Reavers are very powerful. That's why they're harder to micro. Vultures come in, try to shut down, but look at that defending with the Reaver. Spider Mine. Uh-oh. Oh, he gets the Spider Mine with the Reaver shot. That is super good. Oh, and the tank dies to the Dragoon shots, too. This Reaver's going to get a huge connection, and he does, and he's dead. But yo, that was brutal. Tanks dying, SCVs dying, Spider-Mines dying as well. Oh, third base off the left side for the Protoss. Damage down. Again, the turrets taking down the shuttles were great, but not really enough to stop massive damage otherwise. Tipo saw... Yeah, no, Tipo, we had a game like that yesterday where I think it was speed again. Stopped repairing the bunker because it went to 100% health. And once you've fully repaired the bunker, the SCVs no longer have the order to repair the bunker. And then you can burn it down real fast. And then if the Terran's not paying attention, they don't repair and it dies. Yeah, don't see it a lot. Because again, the high-level Terrans are on top of that. But it happened yesterday on the channel too. Crazy, crazy stuff. Empty Voice is like, Terran's got to win something today. There's no rules about that. No rules about that having to be the thing. So... Three basing Protoss, 52 probes, feeling fine, but a three basing Terran. This was a position that Speed was in the last game, and he ended up losing it in the long run. So we'll see how the Protoss does. Gets a fourth base, high ground only, minerals only. Here on Polypoid. Vultures say you're going to expand up the top left? No. Okay, fair enough. Barracks up top. Scouting for future drops. Got turrets over here. Got spider mines over here. But look at this. I was going to say, the Vulture was sitting at home. Not anymore, it's not. No siree bob. Double shuttle, one Reaver Dragoon, 1-4 Zealots heading across the map. Dragoon's going to distract, I think, by poking in at this base. And then the drop goes into the main. There is no vision up here for the Terran at all. None. So yeah, poke, distract. Hey, look over here. Hey, look over here. Meow, into the main base we go. Zealots unloading. Look, shuttle dies. Shuttle needs to unload the Reaver. There it is. Kill the tank. Got the tank. But no, Goliaths take it out before it gets another shot off. That was big defense from NoeL. That was a big investment by the Protoss and did not get the value it needed to. There are a couple Zealots to clean up, but that's not a big deal. So there we go. That's a good hold. That's some good stuff out of our Terran. Terran's feeling a little bit more on top of things. Fair enough, Empty Voice. Always good to have a second favorite, I say. So that turret actually burned down because it took enough damage and was not repaired. Speaking of repairing, making sure there's not a base here. This Vulture activity is pretty good from the Terran. Not the best thing I've ever seen, but not too bad either. Little sharks. What you sharking around for? You looking for vultures? Yeah. You looking for spider mines? Yeah. None of those though, huh? Not a single spider mine anywhere. Double upgrades coming in on the forge here for the Protoss. No sign of Arbiter tech. No sign of carriers. We haven't seen carriers at all the last 2 days. It's been nothing but PvTs. And zero carrier play. At least in the pro games. We've seen a lot of carrier stuff in the live subscriber games. Because, you know, lower level players like carriers a lot more than the pros do. Not that pros hate carriers or anything, but, you know. What's the favorite foreigner versus Korean program I ever casted? Tengu versus... Ooh. It's a Tengu game. larva? No, versus snow. That's what it was. This one, probably. Snow versus Tengu. But also, I really enjoyed... There's a really good Tengu versus larva game that I enjoyed, too, though. That might be... Yeah, 45 minutes of Tengu versus larva. Need more Tengu replays, RJB. I don't know where that guy went. I haven't posted a video of his since November. Anyway. Hey, look! PvT is happening! We gonna Zealot drop on these tanks? Of course we are! Excellent stuff. Tank count getting reduced. Zealot count looking pretty hefty here. Vultures, 4 of them. 5 of them remaining. Still kind of scary for the Zealots, but falling back to the high ground. Trying to hold on to this base. Can you hold on to it? Let's do it. Is Tengu a foreigner? Oh, that's true. I guess you said foreigner. My brain just puts, like, lower-level Korean players in the foreigner box. Because they're kind of the same thing. In skill level? Alright, alright. That is a tougher question. I like Dewalt. I'm not sure I've cast any Dewalt games where I'm like, this is the greatest game ever. I'm trying to think back, like, Idra. Some Idra stuff from back in the day when he was still active. That would be interesting. It's a really good Eon Zerg game that I posted, but he was playing against a fellow foreigner in that one, so I don't think that counts. Mihu the Great versus Snow. Ooh, yeah. Mihu the Great's a good one for sure. It is NoeL versus Dewalt, RJB. What's up? We have been watching Terran get their teeth kicked in for 2 days straight, RJB. You keep sending me games where Terran just gets smashed to death. I don't know if you hate Terran or what, but goodness. So many Terran losses. Even the last game, it was Speed versus Airfou on Metropolis. And I was like, surely Speed can win this one, and he was looking great, and then he lost. I'm just going down the list, man. This is just the list of games you sent me in chronological order. Or at least the dates on them are. I'm not picking these based on anything. It's just coincidence is what it is. Sheer coincidence. Ooh, nice surround here. Tanks falling back, getting dropped on by Zealots. Nice concave of Dragoons up this way. 2 tanks doing a lot of damage to the Goons, though, and this gets cleaned up. Zealot bombing is good, but when they get evaporated before they can do anything, as soon as they unload, goodness. Yeah, that's some of the most least effective Zealot bombing I've seen in a while. This is a really fun one. Idra versus Lee Chae-young on Tornado. In case you're not reading the Twitch chat, RJB, do you know where Paralyze went for ASL? People have been looking forward to him. He's been hyped up on many a YouTube channel that focuses on StarCraft the last couple years. Or year. I don't know how long it's been. Where are we at, dude? Dewalt's up. We're actually down. All right, hold on. Hold on, NoeL. Terran's up. He's on 4 bases. He's up the right side to a 5th base. Come on, Terran. You got this. Where are the Arbiters? Ooh, more Reavers being produced. Gonna be shuttles. So gonna be Shuttle Man. And now, speaking of shuttles, Storm dropping. Get those. Ah, the storms are late. Wait, you get EMP'd? What happened there? There were 2 High Templar unloaded. There were juicy SCVs, and he said, Archon. You only Archon if you don't have enough energy for a storm. Did he screw up? Did he think he had enough energy for a storm and didn't have enough energy for a storm? Possible. Quite possible. Yeah, SCV's transferring up this way. Difference is, it's actually a safe transfer, unlike with speed in the last game. Yeah, man, I like this. NoeL's looking fine. Maxed out. 71 SCVs. Protoss only at 184. 62 probes. But expanding again the Protoss. But if you split the map in half, the Terran wins. How many times do we have to say this? Split the map in half, the Terran wins. The cost efficiency is way too good. Yeah, I don't know what happened, RJB. You just didn't have any storm. You didn't have Kaderan Amulet? Is that the problem? Maybe? Anyway, RJB, what happened to Paralyzed? Do you know? Zealots in on top of the tanks. Reavers. Oh, connecting on 3 of those tanks. The micro here is good. Another tank dies. Look at the Reaver micro. Dewalt, you monster. Boof. Knocking the Terran down to 150 supply. I mean, the Protoss is also at 150 supply. Oh, he didn't have the storm upgrade at all. I didn't even realize that. I'm looking at the production tab. Yeah, he's working on storm now. That's why he didn't storm. He didn't have storm. Oh no, Dewalt. Oh no. Okay, wow, that makes a lot more sense. To make you feel better about your own StarCraft playing, folks. Even Dewalt screws up real bad sometimes. He's way better than any of us. So a few Zealots in the top right base here for NoeL. He's like, man, remember when those High Templar dropped in this base and nothing happened? I wonder what that was all about. Okay, Bisu even forgot an ASL 19. Fair enough. Oh, there you go. Tipo remembered the same thing. ASL 19, Tipo. I think RJB might be a little bit behind in the stream. I had some hiccups today. It would make sense if that was the case. Effort. Forgot to sign up for ASL 21. He sure did. Silly Effort. That's a bigger thing than forgetting Storm, I think. Depends on what game it's in, I guess. In an ASL, perhaps. But, alright. Terran, big push. This is the kind of stuff Terrans love to see. 15, 20 siege tanks. Adequate number of vultures to handle the Zealots. Goliaths to do with the shuttles on some level. Getting that one, too, unnecessarily. That one didn't even have to die. Paralyze is currently inactive. Well, there you go. And that's the one. Woo! Well, remember when I was like, no carriers? Check this action out. Are we scanning it? Hold on. Not scanning it. Dewalt's trying to get into carriers. There it is. Gate. Nope, that's a Stargate. But there's a Cyber Core spinning somewhere. There it is. There's the +1 attack upgrade. There's the Stargate. Any fleet beacon yet? Oh, do we need to play the game? When does NoeL figure out its carriers? When does he figure out its carriers? I kind of want to put his vision on Terran only for a minute to see if he can figure this out. So, I mean, this is when you want to go carriers. When the Terran is really preoccupied with thousands of Zealots and Dragoons. Oh, nice Spider Mine hit. Coming into your tank line. You're concerned about drops. You're watching for drops. Yeah, Fleet Beacon coming in that production tab. All right, Terran, when are we going to figure this out? He's like, maybe I don't care. He's taking this base. He's taking this base. Yeah, man. He's at a point where on this map, if you have this many bases, you're kind of all right. Like, no matter what happens, I mean, being caught out by carriers entirely by surprise is probably going to kill you. Even if you have this many bases, but let's see when he figures it out. He's pushing top left. That's where the Stargate is. This is a little bit stronger maybe than he was thinking. He's like, wait a second. There's more Protoss coming down this way. This base is in a lot of trouble. All of a sudden, I kind of do want it. So he does send some stuff back. Production tab says 4 Stargates in production. This Nexus is in trouble, but it's only 3 tanks. You can send like 2 Zealots down there, and those tanks are going to die. Yeah, so enough stuff shows up to prevent the death of that base. It does slow down the push top left a little bit, though. Still not scanning for carriers. There you go. 1 Zealot and a Psystorm. 2 Zealots and a Psystorm. Good enough. Probably overkill. Probably. Okay, scans in, sees, doesn't see the Cyber Core running because +1 finish. This is one of those games. This is one of those games where you can scan the Cyber Core and miss the +1 air weapons. We saw one of these earlier this week, I want to say. He doesn't know it's carriers. Production tab, now he scanned. Now he knows. Now he knows it's a carrier tech, but there aren't any carriers. Protoss has not been able to build carriers because this has been happening, and that's the GG. Woo! Terran gets a win. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Terran had too many bases. Man, if he can take the whole half of the map on Polypoid, even if you're trying to go for carriers, if he's aggressive enough, as he should be when he has this many bases and gets up there, you just don't have the money because you're constantly dealing with these attacks to even build any carriers, and then you just die. So excellent job by NoeL taking down Dewalt. Finally, Terran gets a win. No carriers, which is nice for everyone. And NoeL gets the victory. Nicely done. Yeah, too much macro. Too much amazing macro from NoeL there. All it took was forgetting Storm. That's true. Did forget Storm and won anyway. What a baller. All right, 103,000, 106,000 points. Out producing the Protoss. Getting out killed by the Protoss, but not by as much. And then the resources by Dewalt. Yeah, less than 4,000 resources in 23 minutes is not enough at all. Too many bases. Too many bases. All right. Good deal. Let's go play some live games out on US West BattleNet. How's that sound? Sound good? Sounds great. I'm going to step away for a second, clear some of these out of my folder. You know the drill. We'll give some people a chance to show up over there because, you know,